If you're looking to build muscle and progress way faster within calisthenics, don't go anywhere, as in today's video I'm going to give you 5 methods to do just that, in which you probably haven't actually heard of. So let's get into it. Right, now before I get into the video, I just want to say, if this is your first time here, you are new to bodyweight training and calisthenics and want to build lean muscle mass simply with your body mass, remember to subscribe to the channel and turn on post notifications, because the videos I make on this channel are specifically for people like you. And please note, all 5 of these methods are truly game changing and took me months and even years to discover myself. So employ these into your training and you won't have to go through all the pains and frustrations I had to go through myself. So the first method to progress fast in calisthenics is to follow the 80-20 rule. The 80-20 rule was actually made by an economist called Pareto, I think, but I actually learned this from Tim Ferriss in the 4-Hour Workweek, which is actually a good book. I'd highly recommend it. But what the 80-20 rule is basically 20% of the inputs of something make up 80% of the outputs. So for example, 20% of a business's products make up 80% of their profits. 20% of the people in your life make up 80% of your happiness. And so when I was looking at all these examples, I thought, you know what? Surely this must apply to working out in calisthenics. And boy, does it fucking do so. There's a reason why on this channel I emphasize the importance of focusing on the big full body exercises, because they are the 20% of exercises that make up 80% of your results. Now if you're wondering what the key exercises are, I believe there are 6 main key exercises, especially when starting calisthenics. So if you're unsure and don't know what exercises to do in order to gain the most superior results possible with bodyweight training, check out that card there, as I'll link you to that video of mine. Number 2, think big but start small. In other words, goal set and break down the goal into smaller and more manageable chunks. One of my goals within bodyweight training is to be able to do 1-arm push-ups with my feet on an elevated surface. But of course I can't do that right now, as that requires an extreme amount of bodyweight strength. So I break it down. I started with regular decline push-ups, and then I went to close decline push-ups, and now I'm working with side to side decline push-ups. I'm working my way through the progressions after breaking the goal down in order to get to my desired outcome. The big main outcome goal itself is going to build excitement, and the steps you build to get there is going to create discipline. If you combine the two together, you're going to be fucking indestructible, my friend. Number 3. Focus on raw strength. Now what I mean by raw strength is the exercises that require raw strength and power.
You don't say.
So they are relatively simple and require primarily just muscular strength, as opposed to other factors like balancing on a medicine ball, so focusing more on coordination and balance. And so with raw strength, these are also referred to as the basics, and the basics are the most effective. So what you want to do, you want to focus and master, if you haven't already, the basic exercises such as pull-ups, squats, push-ups, etc., and start doing unilateral training, as this is the most efficient and effective form of progressive overload and best replicates the principle of adding more weight to the bar in weight training. And if you follow me on Instagram, you'll actually know I've already made a post in regards to this where I explain it in further detail. So if you're not following me on Instagram, you're missing out on some gains, my friend. Number 4, include tension flexibility outside of your training. Now when you get strong with bodyweight training, there are 2 things that become very important with progressive calisthenics: more flexible muscles and stronger joints. I personally neglected flexibility training for a few weeks or so, and as I got stronger relative to my body weight, it eventually caught up to me, which I don't want to be happening to you, my friend. Because with the more advanced exercises such as the one-legged squat, the pistol squat, not only requires such strength in the knee joint, as an example, you need a shit ton of flexibility going on in the lower body, the hips, the glutes, the ankles, etc. So if you're not stretching properly, you are going to hit an awful plateau. And what we can do, we can actually go to step number 1, the 80-20 rule, and focus on the fewer stretches that produce the far superior results. And what I mean by tension flexibility is exercises that will stretch one side of the body while simultaneously isometrically contracting the other side. So the big three that have significantly helped me is back bridges, twist holds, and headstands. These all stretch and strengthen the posterior chain, anterior chain, and lateral chain, which is all you need to build flexible muscles and stronger joints. I personally have not mastered any of these yet because they are pretty advanced exercises. So you can actually look up the progressions elsewhere, but as long as you're doing exercises such as these 3 times a week after your workouts and actually progressing within them, you're going to get more flexible, you're going to have stronger joints, and this is significantly going to improve your performance and reduce the risk of injury as a result. Now the last step, or secret you could call it, number 5, follow the SAID principle. Now some of you may have heard this, but for those that don't know what the SAID principle is, SAID stands for specific adaptations to impose demands. So if you want to get good at bodyweight training, you practice bodyweight training. Not weight training, you do bodyweight training. And the problem with calisthenics, although there's so much creativity and variety, me myself in the past have taken this for granted and focused on every single potential thing you can do within calisthenics in order to achieve everything at once. The problem with this is that you're giving your body a load of stuff to try and adapt to. So what happens is that your body adapts less efficiently to this goal, this goal, this goal, and this goal. Less is more, people. Focus on one specific goal and prioritize and work. Base your training around those goals. There's a reason why I say less is more on this channel so often, because when you pour your energy into fewer activities, you get a more desirable outcome from each one. So if you want to build strength, focus on strength. If you want to build endurance, focus more on endurance. It's as simple as that. If you try and become a jack of all trades, you're only a master of none. There's only so many things you could be really good at, my friend. And the reason why the SAID principle actually applies to calisthenics is because strength is a skill. And as a bonus tip I'm going to throw in here, in order to progress faster within calisthenics, is to grease the groove. And I'm not going to go into any detail with this because I've made an entire separate video dedicated for greasing the groove. So for example, like myself, I used to suck at chin-ups and pull-ups, but now I don't because I grease the groove. So if you want to check that video out, go check that out. This method is going to save you so much frustration. It works wonders. And so if you enjoyed all 5 of these tips and the bonus tip, make sure to give this video a thumbs up. I'm curious, what methods do you follow in terms of progressing faster within calisthenics? I'd be interested to know. And if you have anything in mind, leave a comment below because it may actually help me out and the rest of the community. And so although that is enough for me today, don't go anywhere as I will be back with some more solid informational content for you in the coming days.